Just want to talk cell phones for a minute. I've had every Samsung phone since the S3. Not everyone, but I skipped a few. Obviously, the Note 7, the S6 was okay. S5 was pretty crappy. Anyway, one of those I skipped. Anyway, but just came from a Note 9 and a OnePlus 6T. I don't know if you can tell, I've had a lot of phones. Pixel 3, Pixel 2. Yeah, I mean, I just go through them. Get the latest and greatest. But Samsung's always been kind of my staple phone. And I bought an S10 Plus. I don't know if you saw my previous video, but got delivered March 6th. And cut to the chase, things got reception issues like crazy. I mean, it's 40 decibels weaker than the iPhone 8 Plus that I'm taking this video on. Turns everything into a dead zone. I took it to an authorized repair center twice. Sent it to Samsung once. Just got it back yesterday, and it's still broken. I did in my earlier video. You can see the reception is just sucks. So I'm kind of taking a step back from Samsung. I just put the S10 Plus back in the mail to them. But I mean, honestly, after a month of not being able to use it, the shine has worn off the idea of the S10 Plus. So I think I may step away from Samsung for a while. But I was kind of just wondering what you guys think. The phone's coming out. Pixel 4, kind of know what to expect with that. Unless they just surprise everybody, gonna probably be a great camera with a utilitarian and everything else. OnePlus 7, yeah, that's a phone I really haven't heard a lot about. I'm expecting something good from them. I really like the 6T. The reason I didn't keep it was I thought the camera was not up to flagship specs. It was close, but man, I loved everything else about that phone. It was fast. The display was good enough. Plenty of RAM, plenty of battery was all day, easy. I mean, it was just a really good phone. Just totally constricted by that camera. So if they could release a 6T with a good camera and release it as the 7, I would buy it in a second. I mean, it was just a phenomenal phone, but I need a better camera than that. Pixel 4 is probably going to satisfy that, but one that's really got me intrigued is the P30 Pro. Camera on that, man, I've seen side by sides with the S10 Plus, which is supposedly the king, according to DxOMark. I wouldn't know because I haven't been able to use the phone. But with the telephoto lens, holy cow, man! I'm thinking about ordering one of them from Amazon UK and having it shipped over. But what am I missing? Am I missing anything? Let me know in the comments. If you could buy a flagship phone right now that wasn't the S10 Plus or the S10 or anything Samsung, what would you get and why? I'm sure there's some phones I'm missing, which is why I'm asking. But long-time Samsung user. I've relied on their phones. I've loved their customer service. Not that I've really had to use it that much, but it's just been an overall good experience. And this time, their new policy is the last time I had a problem with a Samsung phone, it was maybe like Note 4, Note 5. I let them know. They sent me a new phone in 2 days with a box to return the old one. I mean, it was just like wham bam, thank you ma'am, awesome. Now you have to have it. They attempt to repair it 3 times, and then maybe you get it replaced. Maybe. It doesn't sound like it's anything definite. When I sent it off today, I asked the guy, so when it comes back, if it's not fixed, it'll be replaced. Well, he's like, well, that'll open up a whole nother batch of options for us. So I don't know what that means, but Samsung, if you happen to watch this, that's a bunch of crap. You know, somebody pays $1,000 for a phone. You know, have the decency to give them something that works. And if they've already had it replaced, or if they've already had it repaired 3 times and gone through tech support 57,000 times with, turn it on, turn it off. I actually had the chick today asked me if airplane mode was on. Airplane mode. Oh, I didn't notice that for a month airplane mode has been on. Oh, that solves all my problems. You know, I mean, it's just an insult. I mean, it really is. I mean, I realize you deal with some dummies, but I preface my, my experience with them saying, this is my 11th Samsung phone. I've had every flagship phone probably since the S7 Plus. Every single one. You know, P20, including some of the foreign ones, P20, Element, I don't know, whatever. I've had a lot of phones. I keep a phone for about 3 months tops. So, you know, it's just insulting dealing with these people. But anyway, so, rant over. Let me know what you think, though. If you could buy a flagship phone that's out or coming up, let me know what it would be in the comments and why. Man, I'd appreciate it, because I know a lot of you guys have insight that I don't have, or you may have heard of some things that I've overlooked, whatever. Anyway, and if you're looking at a S10 Plus, just be warned, when I talked to her today at Samsung, she said it was a known issue that's normally solved by software flashing. Didn't solve it with mine, and it's a big problem. And luckily I have other phones to use, because if I didn't, I'd be screwed. I don't know how the average person could go a month without their cell phone. So, which is another thing you need to consider, Samsung. That's, a bunch of crap. Anyway, have a good day, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think. Take care.